Hello everybody, I hope you guys are all having a great day today. I'm here to show you a video on featuring the Ornate layers dies as well as the old world paper embossing folder, and I've also got a little bit of forever greenery in this, as well as highlighting the new Just Jade in color. And this here is the technique. This is toilet paper technique is what this is called. And so off the start here, I am going to show you how to make this toilet paper do that. So first off, I'm going to put a little bit of a towel down on my surface here because we have to, and then I've got some toilet paper, and I do believe this is 2-ply paper, and I've made it so that there's 6 layers altogether. I haven't tried it with 4 layers yet, but this is 6 layers. So all you have to do with this is you take your spritzer and you're going to just spritz it till it's wet, till it's saturated, and then as soon as we get it all wet, then we'll run it through the old world paper 3D. I'm going to do both sides this time and run it through the 3D embossing folder. And you'll see, it doesn't matter if there's a pattern on your paper, you'll never know there's anything on it. So, okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to run this through the big shot. Gonna get everything ready here. So here it is, and open it up, and here it is. You see that beautiful texture? Just go absolutely gorgeous. So now what you have to do is you have to let this dry. You can't, it'll take a while for it to dry. So I have another piece already so that I can continue on with this video. So I'm just going to sit this over to dry. And I think I didn't try it yet, but I'm betting that if you added a little bit of re-inker to your spray bottle, you could dye that paper whatever color you wanted. But here is my piece that I did earlier that's dry now. So yeah. So what I did on this one, I actually tore it along here, and you're going to find that you have to cut, you can't just cut it with a regular paper cutter either. You have to use a guillotine cutter or else your scissors to cut it the size you need. So I haven't tested my little guillotine that I got, or whether it'll work for my big one. I just want to see what size I want to make it in. So I need to make it, I'm going to say about here is where I'm going to cut it off. Then if this little guillotine doesn't work, I still have enough to, oh, worked like a charm. Cut it off beautifully. And I also have to cut this down to a different size too. I think about, I'm going to trim this off. See, it needs to fit on here, so I'm going to give it a little bit extra. I'm just going to cut a little bit off the bottom of this to tidy it up a little. It cuts really nice with the guillotine. But again, if you don't have a guillotine, I think your scissors will work just fine. So yeah, it's going to go on here. And yeah, so if we don't want quite this much showing, we can trim it off too, or do whatever we want with it. So anyway, okay, I've got all my pieces here now. I want to show you. Okay, this is the Just Jade, and it's 4 1/4 by 11 inches, scored at 5 1/2. And I've already ran it through the Big Shot with that folder. And then I've told you about the toilet paper technique. So that's going to go right here on there like that. If you want a little bit more off. And I've already cut this piece of DSP with the Ornate Layers die. This is the particular one that I did use on that. And this is the rest of the die set, Ornate Layers. And we're also going to use this here rectangular one out of this die set. So, and I have already cut it as well and stamped it. So that's just going to go on there. In fact, I'm probably not even going to put it all together because you guys were more interested in learning how to do the toilet paper technique. But what I did do is I did use dimensionals to bump it up a little bit on each of these, on the back of this one as well as this one. And put that on there. And then on the inside, I just did some layering like this. It's pretty straightforward and like that. Now, if you wanted, you could use your rectangular stitch die and cut this down to a bit smaller size. And that is also what I have done on this one here. As you can see, there's the stitch die there. Okay, and what else do I need to tell you? But I think other than that, that's really all that I needed to show you. I don't think I'm going to put it together because it's going to look just like this when it's completed. Adding 3 pearls to it to complete it. So thank you again, and we'll talk to you later.